Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Here we go on a fun day Monday, Karen. Can we call it Fun Day Monday?
No, I'm still down with Mimosa Monday.
It's coming in. Hey, welcome in. We're so excited to bring you another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. As I always like to look at the numbers here. Episode officially 175.
Awesome.
See, I always say every show, like, can you believe? But literally, can you believe? Not today, the number, Karen, but that we are on December the 18th.
I know it.
How many days until Christmas?
A week today.
Are you counting down?
No.
No, not at all. You're just like, forget this. I'm not doing it.
Let's just skip it.
Sometimes Christmas, and I mentioned this on Friday, Christmas it's that season to where we should be joyful. By the way, we got a special keyword that we're going to announce in a little bit that ties into that. But in all seriousness, there are a lot of people that are going through a lot of things this time of the year. And unfortunately, I feel like, corporations have commercialized, and not putting any corporation down, it's just the nature of how business goes. But so many corporations have commercialized Christmas that I feel like it puts pressure on so many people to go out and to buy things for people
that they
can't afford
able to, yes.
But they're not able to.
Yes.
And Bridget and I came to the agreement that we have our two beautiful children now, and let's just get them things. Right. It's so weird as you grow older, because when you're younger,
everyone else send them a text or a card.
Yeah.
And call it done.
Send a card. I love getting Christmas cards.
Yes, cards are nice. They are.
I'm not saying this so people will send us Christmas cards, but I've only received one Christmas card this year. Just one.
I've received a couple, and I really like it, especially the pictures of the family. That's nice to do that.
The one card that I received was from Sam Moak. He sent me a Christmas card.
Oh, nice.
So Sam,
that was nice, Sam.
Yeah, so I appreciate that, Sam, very much. But I got a card, and somehow this guy back in Georgetown, his name is Wes Short. He's a lawyer back in town. He's been there for 20 years probably. And I first met him when I had my IT business. Somehow he has been able to follow my address as I've moved around, and I never give it to him. and I get like an invitation to a Christmas party every year.
Neat. You need to go.
No, and I got one this year. I was like, how did this thing show up in my mailbox at Elkins? This guy has no idea that. So somehow he must be on some list that tracks where I moved to. But hey, thanks for the invite.
Well, if he knows you're in Huntsville, he can look you up on the tax roll.
Yeah.
You can almost find anybody these days.
I didn't think I was that important, but he's sending me messages still. So no, it's probably a database that he's a part of. But I was like, West Short still sending me invitations. He's been sending them for 20 years to his Christmas party.
Have you ever been to one?
I haven't.
I think it's time you should go.
So, yeah, you got a good point. Maybe I should just show up.
Yes, I think you should. After 20 invitations, it's time for you to go.
I'm not making this up. When I was in Fargo, I got one. So it's in a database.
Oh, my goodness.
What am I going to do, Wes?
You really need to go to that party.
I'm going to get in a plane and fly back down to Texas for a Christmas party. So, oh, man. Well, welcome in. We're already having some fun here on a Monday. It is a cool morning, but we are just down to a week until Mr. Santa Claus makes his way to town. Actually, 6 days, and Christmas is going to be here before you know it. Christmas Day a week from today, Christmas Eve 6 days away. But we are so excited about this week as we'll be continuing on. We'll have shows all through Friday, and then we're going to take a break. We won't be here next Monday, so we're going to miss you. Let me put it this way, as nice as I can, Karen. Not going to miss you.
Right. Not going to miss you either, Rob. I'll be sleeping in.
Only because it's going to be a day off. But we're going to do a special rerun episode. So there'll still be a show, but you don't have to be here. I don't have to be here.
Yay.
It'll be a rerun.
Yeah, nice.
So even when it's a holiday, we're still going to bring you the shows here on Good Morning Huntsville. I did want to mention tomorrow we will have the show a lot earlier than expected. We'll probably get started around 6:15. So thankfully, you don't have to be here on a Tuesday.
Oh, yes.
Just because we have HLI and we didn't want to do a short, 30-minute show like we did last time. And so Jason Thompson and I will be on bright and early tomorrow morning. So we'll still get a full hour in before I have to head over for HLI, which we got to be over there around 7:30, head out at 7:45. Last month, they said, we're leaving at 7:45. So I thought, okay, well, I'll do the show. I'll sign off at 7:30. It only takes 5 minutes to get down the highway. So I got there at 7:40. Well, everybody's like chatting, going over instructions. I didn't realize this. And so I was late at 7:40. Well, I thought you were late if you didn't show up at 7:45. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to make sure I'm there at 7:30 this time, Karen.
Yes, be on time.
Did you do HLI?
I did. I was class 29.
Class 29.
So that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was the best class.
That was the best class.
Everyone says they were the best class ever. I'm going to say 29 was the best. Now, we're saying we're the greatest class ever, so we don't compete.
What class number are you?
42.
Okay. Wow, 29 was a long time ago.
Nah, that was just yesterday, Karen. Just yesterday. But yeah, it's been fun and looking forward. We went out to last month. We went out to the fire station and talked to the fire chief, which was awesome, and learn more about what they do. Headed over to the police station, and there really is.
Neat.
It's like cool things that you didn't know.
Yes.
We got to go into the Walker County Jail. Did you guys do that one?
We did. Have you done TDC Day
That's
yet?
coming up tomorrow.
Yes, that is an awesome day. You get to see the behind the scenes, kind of what goes on, the license plates and the cotton gin and all that stuff. It's really, really neat.
Do they take you to like the place? You know what I'm saying? Like the place where things happen to bad people?
They do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you get to go to the death chamber.
Oh, my goodness.
And
wow.
Yeah, it's kind of a funky feeling, but it's just kind of, I don't want to say neat, but it's just interesting to see how things go when they bring the ones over that are being executed, and kind of what the day looks like for everyone in the families and the victim's family, and it's just a neat neat experience to see that. It was
a really, I don't want to say like uncomfortable, but it kind of was, I guess, when we went to the Walker County Jail, and those guys over there and gals, they do a phenomenal job with what they do. But it was like this surreal feeling thinking about, you go behind the door, and when I say the door, like the main entrance, and then now you're in the actual prison or the jail. Right. Jail, not prison. There's a difference between those that I'm learning as well. Right. But you're in the jail, and you see how the intake works, and they have like Billy Cawthon, they call it like it's a fancy word for carport. It's like portage.
Sally Port.
So yeah, Sally Port.
Yeah.
And then some I've heard it like portage if it's open air. But what did you say?
Sally Port.
Sally Port. I didn't know what that was. I thought they kept saying like salad or something. And
Sally Port.
Sally Port. So they pull in to like this warehouse looking indoor Sally Port, and that's where folks that are getting. I can't even remember the words. Like, I don't want to say like registered, but I guess
come in and get registered for your stay at the Crossbar Hotel.
How may I help you today, Mr. Jones? But when you come in, it was like this whole experience, and we were actually there and they were saying, well, hey, we got a call. Someone's going to be coming in 5 minutes. So we actually were waiting for them to come in, and then it didn't happen. So we just went ahead.
And the TDC will be like that too. You go in one gate, and then that shuts, and then you're in between two locked gates, and then you have to go through another one, and then you get searched and patted down and all that. So, and employees and everybody, I mean, they all have to do that. So every day.
It's so weird. Bridget and I watch a lot of like crime stories, like Law and Order and SVU and those
48
things.
Hours and Dateline are my favorite shows.
Yeah, we watch Dateline.
Some people watch Hallmark. I watch the Murder Channel.
Don't judge me, Karen, because I'm about to reveal something on this show that I don't know if I'm proud of. Bridget's dad one time walked into the living room and looked at me and gave me this look of like, what is wrong with you? I was at Bridget's parents' house. They had all went somewhere, and I was by myself. And Bridget's mom and I really enjoy Lifetime and Hallmark.
Yeah, I do like Lifetime too.
I sit down. I'll sit down with her mom and watch the Lifetime show. I hate to admit this, but I'm all about being transparent. Bridget's probably like, please stop. Yeah. But
sorry, Bridget.
Her mom and I enjoy a good Lifetime, and so does Bridget. So one day, her whole family's gone. For whatever reason, I was there at the house, and they were all shopping or doing something. I just didn't feel like going. So I'm in the living room, all snuggled up. She's got this huge like single recliner. It's almost like the size of a couch, but it's for one person, and it leans back.
Yes,
so
awesome.
I'm sitting there in a nice blanket. I didn't have a glass of wine, nothing like that.
Well, that's what you were missing.
No candles, Karen. But I was just chilling, and I was watching like Babysitter's Gone Berserk or something like that. One of those corny Lifetime
Snapped
movies
or something.
Yeah, Babysitter Snapped or something, because that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And Bridget's dad walks in. He's like, what is going on? He's like, come on, man. Turn that off. He's like, I'm so disappointed. But anyways, that's Bridget's mom's connection, and I. We enjoy watching those movies together. So, but yeah, we were at the jail, and it's just, I mentioned all this about these criminal shows or whatever and law shows because, I mean, you see it on TV, and you can like see the, I don't want to say evil, but people who were in there, some of them have committed these atrocious crimes, and and everyone's obviously innocent until proven guilty. But you go in there, and like the people seem like just people like you and I. It just, you look at them and you're like, they just got in trouble, but you can't be naive because, I mean, I want to be friends with everybody. So I'm thinking like, man, I want to reach in there and like hug this dude and tell him. But then I was like, no, this guy may have just
he may have murdered somebody.
Yeah, you never know. And so that's something that Jason Thompson at Guardian Defense has told me a lot, is just kind of be aware of your surroundings and always look over your shoulder.
Because people are crazy.
Yeah, and it's, you have to be that way. And I hate that we live like in a world and a society to where we have to do that. But we do. It's like my grandma used to tell me stories about how they'd sleep on the porch. They had beds on the porch. The old houses didn't have AC, so they just sleep on the porch at night.
Yep.
I was like, you can't do that anymore. And I don't know. It's just a weird feeling going in there. So I think tomorrow is going to be like even more weird, if that makes sense. And a friend of mine, Bill Schoening, he's the radio voice of the San Antonio Spurs down in San Antonio in the NBA. He's been doing it, my goodness, 25 plus years. He is part of a prison ministry called Kairos Prison Ministry.
Yes, I know some people who've done that. Robert actually did that.
Went into the Kairos. Yeah, and that stuff is, I mean, that's like, they only, sometimes, and this is like the straight up prison. This isn't the jail. This is the prison.
Yes.
It's like you're going away for a while.
These people were actually, some of them that were in there, and it's a privilege to get to go to do that, as I understand it. And some of them were actually in there for murder. Yeah,
it's in I don't know. Like Bill was telling me with Kairos, they take what they do very seriously. And their biggest thing too is they bake a ton of cookies. Like, you got to be up all night baking cookies for this thing. And they'll go in and they'll sing music and all that. And
I forgot. Yeah, they take them cookies every day.
But there's a lot of guys, and here's the thing too, that as tough as it can be, I mean, we're called to forgive people. And you think about some of these crimes that people commit. It doesn't mean you got to be their best friend, but according to the good word, I mean, we've got to have an attitude of forgiveness, and that's why we're excited. I don't want to make a super official announcement, but we are working on a media ministry that is going to be able to reach literally behind the walls at our local prisons here. And sometimes that's the only hope that these guys get. And some folks they've just committed. I knew a guy that was out slinging drugs. All right, I'll just say it how it is, and nobody would give him a chance. And I knew this guy, grew up with him through the school system. We weren't like best friends, but I knew of him, and I knew that he had a good heart. He just made a stupid mistake, and so we gave him a chance. When he got out of jail, actually prison, I think he was locked up for a year or two. When he got out, we gave him a chance. Nobody else would give him a chance. I knew this guy. Now, I wouldn't let him go into people's homes, but I said, you know what? We've got some stuff that you can do here in the office, and we just had the attitude of forgiveness. Like my brain wants to judge this guy because of what he did, but my heart tells me, like, he's a good dude. Give him a second chance. And so we hired him. He did an unbelievable work. He told me stories that he would laugh because he's like, dude, you're only paying me like $15 an hour. And he didn't take it the wrong way. But he's like, but I'd walk around with a briefcase with $100,000 in it when I was out on the streets. And he goes, it's just so surreal. He went to a prison to where it was, he said when he was in there, it was white collar crimes.
So it was like a federal?
Yeah, it was like a federal type lockup. And, he was in there obviously for dealing drugs and dumb things like that. And he'll even tell you it was dumb. But he was telling me that, like, where he was at, it was a lot of white collar crimes. So it was guys that were like scamming people and Wall Street Journal type, or Wall Street guys. He's like, they always had their calculators and they were like thinking up new ways when they got out about how they could make money and all this. So he told me all these stories, but the gist of the story is, we brought him on and not to like talk about us, but it was, I just had this heart that we had to help this guy. Well, he went on to have a very successful marketing career because he said nobody else would hire me because of my felony on my background. But he's like, but because you gave me a chance, others saw that, and that allowed me to get my foot in the door some other company. And he is totally 180 different person than when he was committing those crimes.
Yeah, Denise and I went to, it was the inaugural TDC Citizens Academy. We went to that, and it was 6 weeks, and we got to see something different each week. But one week we went into the Walls unit, the Huntsville unit, and the warden there, Warden Strong, she was just an awesome lady. And she was interacting with the, I don't know what they call them now, offenders, not inmates, offenders. And just like, they were just regular people. I mean, I know that they committed a crime, whatever their crime was. We didn't know all that, but going through that and seeing the cotton production and all that, they were working, just like anybody else, just like walking into any other business. And then one week we got to see two previous offenders that are out now and very successful teaching classes at Lee College. And it was just amazing how they mentor other offenders on reentry and integration back into society. And it was just a really, really neat thing. So I think the next one starts in is it August? And I can't remember if it's August, September, and it's 6 weeks. But anyway, if you get a chance, sign up for that. It's a really neat thing.
Yeah, that sounds pretty awesome. And I think too, I was talking to a lady the other day, and she said her son's been, in prison now for a few years. And she said he just made a bad mistake. And I've had family members who, that have been locked up. Not a bunch, but a couple of cousins, distant cousins. And their parents were such good people, though. And, you think about people make mistakes, and we have to have that attitude of forgiveness. I'm not telling you to go out and start hugging on everybody, but I am telling you to have an attitude of forgiveness. And some of you may have been in a situation to where you lost a loved one from the hands of somebody else.
Exactly. And it would be hard for me to to forgive as well.
I would be very hard in that situation too.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I don't want to overstep my bounds and put my feet in someone else's shoes when I've never had to experience such tragedy like that. But I do know that we're called to have that attitude of forgiveness. And, sometimes we hold on to things so hard. I'm not talking about just something that may have happened tragically like that, but I'm talking about minuscule things. Maybe somebody, I don't know, somebody ran into your car on purpose, or some minuscule thing in the grand scheme of things. It's like,
if that happens, you get out and I'll stop there.
Karen Denman gets out. She's got that lead baseball bat. You bust
if you run into me on purpose now, accident's one thing, but on purpose, I don't know about that.
Karen carries a banner that says an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. She has a bag of teeth. No, I'm just kidding, Karen. But maybe that's the inspiration this morning that somebody needs to hear, and just think about other things that you've been bitter about. Maybe you didn't get a job that you wanted. Maybe there's been a financial situation in your household. Maybe you didn't feel like you were compensated fairly for a project or something. Let go of that bitterness. I truthfully believe that we can't find true joy until we let go of some things that we're holding on to, and it's hard.
True.
There's a lot of things in life that we hold on to, and it's something, especially over the last year or two, that I've really had to learn is like, there's a plan in everyone's life for a reason. And we got to go through these horrible seasons sometimes. They're not easy. They're horrible sometimes. But it helps us to be stronger. And I think that's why it's so important, Karen, that we have friends that we can talk to, that we can reach out to. And it's one thing that I love about Huntsville. If you're looking for it, you're going to find it at every corner. There's goodness all over this city. I always say it like this: if you're looking for bad, you'll find bad. And some days, for whatever reason,
that's all that turns up.
Yeah, well, because it's my mind though. In my mind, I'm already upset, and so what happens? I start seeing the upset around me. But I've learned that whenever I change the attitude, that I'm going to start seeing the goodness. Perfect example, dumb example, but perfect example this morning. How many times have you lost these things right here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, every day when I come home, there's a hook right by the door. We always come in through the garage. I wonder how many people use their front door to their homes if you have a garage. I never use my front door. I always go through the garage. Mm-hmm. But I hang this right here as we come into the kitchen, right by the, coming in through the garage, and then the main garage door, and then the door to the house. I hang it right there every time. Well, I couldn't find my keys this morning.
Because you didn't hang them on
I didn't hang them. You know where I found them? And he doesn't sleep in it anymore because he's a little big boy now. He's moved into his crib. Mm-hmm. Found him in Caden's bassinet. So and that's one reason we still got on the air pretty much on time, but usually I try to leave the house by 6:25, 6:30, and I try to get over here about 6:40 or so. But I'm sitting there looking for my keys, and the old me, I started thinking about this. The old me would have immediately started getting up, saying, "Where are my keys? I'm going to be," and then that'll trickle through the rest of the day because of these dumb little things on metal. Yeah. These metal little dumb things that open doors. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know what? Not today, man. I'm not going to let me not knowing where my keys are define the rest of my day.
Yeah.
So that's the message today. Don't let your keys define the rest of your day.
That's right.
Well, hey, we've got a special keyword coming up. We're going to take a break. We're going to hear our national news, a word from our sponsors. We are here, by the way, on a Monday. Big thank you to Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com for all your jewelry needs, especially this holiday season. Also, thank you to Paul Oley of the Gallery, and of course, Karen Denman. Denise Olivas will be joining us on the other side from Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are the financial experts here in Huntsville. Wanted to make sure that we highlight our sponsors, but we're going to take a break. We'll hear national news. It'll be just a second. I'm not going to say it right now because we have to just program the back end real quick, but you're going to see on the screen the keyword of the day. Then when we come back, we're going to talk about that keyword and maybe a little meaning behind it. How about that, Karen? Can we do that?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. We'll do that. It's a little hidden surprise for you this morning. And I'm feeling generous again this week. We've had a couple of folks that have sponsored a few things that we're doing here on the show. And so we've had a little bit of extra resources to give away $20 again today. So
awesome.
We're giving away more money today. So make sure you text in. We're going to show the keyword in a little bit. But for now, though, you're going to hear our national news, and we'll be back in a moment. Stay with us, friends, and let us know you're out there today. We'll get to those comments as well. This is your show. As always, it's Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News. I'm Ryan Daniels. Israel's facing growing pressure now to reach another hostage deal. The accidental killing of 3 Israeli hostages by IDF forces sparked a massive protest in Tel Aviv on Saturday. An estimated crowd of 100,000 people turned out for a rally to demand the release of the remaining hostages. Late Sunday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu indicated he is open to more negotiations with Hamas. However, Hamas said there would be no talks until Israel stopped its assault on Palestinians in Gaza. A powerful storm system is producing widespread flooding, gusty winds, and the possible chance of tornadoes as it makes its way up the Atlantic coast.
This comes after wreaking havoc in Florida for most parts of the mid-Atlantic and until Tuesday for New England. Extreme downpours remain a threat until this morning. The storm will continue to move north and enter eastern Canada later tonight. A small threat of hail and constant lightning in North Carolina and eastern South Carolina. I'm Dave Collins.
A Texas congressman says the Senate and the White House will have to sweeten the current border security deal to get an aid package for Ukraine and Israel through the House.
The root of the issue is labeling cartels as terrorist organizations, and the other piece is holding these smugglers accountable that cause damage and kill Americans.
Speaking on CBS's Face the Nation, GOP Congressman Tony Gonzalez acknowledged that what the Senate and White House want is much different from what the House wants. The Republican Party of Florida has suspended its chairman, Christian Ziegler, and demanded his resignation. The decision made during an emergency meeting Sunday. This adds to calls by Governor Ron DeSantis and other top Florida officials for Ziegler to step down as police investigate a rape allegation against him. This is USA News.
Hey, here's a question. After you wear your clothes, you toss them in the washing machine, right? Nobody wants to wear dirty clothes. So how come you don't throw your shoes in the washing machine when they get dirty? I mean, come on. Your shoes are touching the filthy ground all day long. Gross. Well, with Skechers, you can. Because most Skechers are machine washable. That's right. Skechers are specially made so you can toss them right in the washing machine and keep them clean and looking new. And when they look new, you can confidently wear them longer. That's less shoes you're going to want to throw away, which means less waste. And it'll save you tons of dough. I love that. Plus, machine washable Skechers are for the whole family, men, women, and kids. So when your kids get their shoes dirty, and we know they will, just wash them. Brilliant! And even our latest technology, new hands-free Skechers slip-ins are washable. You just step right in and go without bending down or even touching your shoes. So give your Skechers the same treatment you give your clothes. Just toss them in the washing machine and keep them looking brand spanking new. Find machine washable Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear happens to be sold.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success, too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Hey friends, Rob Hip here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at GuardianDefenseLLC.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Back at it here. Hey, did you notice something on the screen, Karen?
I did notice something on the screen.
There's a nice little 3-letter word up there.
Yes.
That not just because of the holiday spirit, Karen, that we all love so much.
Right.
But there's a special meaning behind that keyword, joy, and maybe you can tell us what it is.
Yes, and hopefully she is watching this morning, because I text her and ask her to be watching, but she's retired, so she may still be snoozing. So if so, you'll have to go back and watch it. But Joy is my mother's name, and she is very joyful.
Awesome. Happy day, Monday today, Miss Joy. We love you. That's why I love Huntsville. You can just tell people you love them. They don't get weirded out by it. Joy, we love you.
That's right. Love you. Joy,
hey,
Mama.
Welcome you into the show today, Miss Joy. We decided a special keyword. So that's all you got to do. It's on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. $20 is going to bring somebody a little joy this morning.
Yes.
And all you got to do is text us in at 936-339-0139. Again, the keyword is joy, along with your name, to 936-339-0139. That's on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. I need to go get some Cajun Asian cuisine.
I need to, too. I still have not been there. Have you ever been there?
I've just had it from catering, but I haven't been to their actual
Yes, I
spot.
need to go check it out.
If you're not going, ain't nobody got time for that. You better go.
We need to go get some today.
It's right down the street.
It's right there.
Get on down there and get the rest of it.
See, Karen's picking
Get on
up.
down there.
Karen, you
Get
picking
on
up?
down there.
Karen's picking up what we're putting down on this show. Denise Olivas joining us. Let's go to the Karen Denman Denise Olivas 2-shot here. Check out the Christmas joy
I know we're all wearing black.
here this morning. Denise, where did you get this hat at, man? Or this, what do you call this little headband thing?
Yeah.
Look, it's even got a little bell in it.
We had our Christmas party, our Walker County Christmas party Saturday night, so we all had those little things on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't wear mine today, though. I didn't get the memo.
It's in my car. I was like, I'll put it back on.
I like that little guy. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, little Christmas joy. We need a little Christmas joy here this morning on the show. So, well, friends, welcome in. Denise Olivas, also at Walker County Federal, joining us. I did want to highlight something real quick. We have formed our Spirit Media as a nonprofit, a 501c3, and we're going to be reaching out and doing more media work here in town. Through that organization, we're excited to be able to help folks and also to deliver good news and messages throughout the internet and other means of media here pretty soon. And, you know, I went in to Walker County Federal. I'm just going to say it because they're here, and I'll say it anyways, even if somebody asked me to gas pump. But Denise, you made it so easy. I needed to set up an account, and I mean, it was like bam, bam.
Yep.
And Denise took care of me. She did a research real quick. Let me just say, when you go through like these corporate legal things, sometimes it's better to go through a local like we ended up doing.
Yeah.
Because we never got our web file number. Well, when you get your web file number, you have to file a no tax due report. If you don't, ain't nobody got tax due. I ain't got tax due. But you still got to file the report. You do have to have time for that, Karen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't have my web file number, and it just slipped through the cracks last year. Didn't file the report. And long story short is we weren't officially terminated, but our right to transact business was temporarily forfeited. There's a difference between like terminated and forfeited.
Correct.
Luckily, we didn't get wiped out. I've had that happen years ago with another organization because I should have learned the first time, but I didn't. But I went down to Houston, got all that taken care of. We were back on in, 2 days, and Denise got my account set up, lickety split, bam, we're good to go.
Awesome.
That's right.
So maybe you got a business this morning and you're tired of where you're banking at. And I'm not putting down any other organization. We got a lot of great organizations here in town. We're friends with, other folks too. But I will say this, if you're just not happy, or maybe you don't feel like you're getting the service that you'd like to receive, where maybe you are part of a national chain of banks. And, luckily here in Huntsville, we don't have huge national chains of banks. But when you want it truly local, and when you truly are someone that walks in and they say hello to you, and they're going to take care of you, that is Walker County Federal Credit Union. One location is all they have, but that's all you need.
That's all you need.
And I wanted to say that, Karen, because for me, I'm going to be honest, like when I first heard of Walker County Federal, my friend Brian Adams, he doesn't mind me saying banks over there. Yes. And Brian was like, I got my account at Walker County. And so I started researching you guys 4 years ago. But I was like, I don't know if I'm going to bank there because you only have one location. I don't think you can have all the things that I need. Little did I know, you got everything that I need.
Yep. We've got everything that the big box banks have as well, and personal service, which they don't. So
yeah, and that's what I love is the personal service. And for me, I do all my check deposits remotely, and I didn't think y'all had that service. Guess what? You have it. I have a business and a personal account there. I didn't think you had the ability to transfer funds between the two. Let's be honest. You got that.
You don't have to make an appointment.
Don't have to make an appointment.
You can see somebody when you walk in the door.
And unfortunately for y'all,
we answer our own phones.
So that's what I was going to say. Unfortunately for y'all, too, you give your cell phones out to people.
Yes, and they call cell phones. They text us messages. We'll answer if we see it. Do. And somebody who actually is physically sitting in the building is answering the phone, not some call center and somewhere that you don't know where they are. And the phone rings a lot, but we answer it. So yeah.
I joke around, but it's the truth. It's a place that even when people retire, they still want to work there. A.K.A. Ruthie, who we're going to have. Has Ruthie been at work lately?
She was there last week, one day last week. And she came to our Christmas party, which was Saturday.
Wonderful.
Oh, she had a good time on Saturday.
She did have a good time. Yeah. Ruthie let loose and cut a little rug.
She had a glass of wine. I think she actually took one sip and she just kept sniffing it, and that was enough. She was feeling real happy.
I said, Ruthie, are you drinking that? She said, no, I'm just smelling it.
Sometimes that's all you need, It's like back in the day when you bought spray paint, you had to be 18. And I went to buy Sharpie markers, and they told me, I remember one time, and I was like 25, there was a CID.
Yes.
Like for a Sharpie marker?
Oh, yeah. That happened to me buying cough medicine one day, and I was like, what the heck? Cough medicine? What am I going to do with it? I got a cold.
Well, that's great. But they are, in all seriousness, a great organization. They're going to take care of you. And, of course, full disclosure, Walker County Federal obviously is a sponsor here on our show. They're with us every Monday. But I'm not getting paid extra as an endorsement. I'm endorsing these folks on my own because they will take good care of you, and that's what they do. So please go by and see them. And any financial questions you have, I call them the financial experts. There may be things that they can't help you with, but they're going to take you in the right direction and say, we can't really help with this issue, but here's someone who can. Yes. So any financial questions you have, get on the phone, call them, and they will be more than happy to help you out. So just want to make sure that we plugged that this morning.
And we also do support our local nonprofits as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So CASA, Safe House, the shelter, HISD, just so many local places that we sponsor. The Boys and Girls Club. You'll always see someone from Walker County, usually Denise and I, but we represent and we try to be at everything that we can. And if we can't, we're still supporting it in the background.
How many people call you and they think you're like part of Walker County, like the actual county? Do you ever have that?
Well, I kind of have to catch myself whenever I'm introducing myself, and they're like, "Where are you from?" And I just kind of catch myself trying to stop at Walker County, and I'm like, "Nope, Walker County Credit Union." Sorry.
But if you just say Walker County, they'll say, "Oh, what do you do for the county?"
We provide.
We do everything.
We do it all. We'll come out and fix your roads and everything you need.
All of it.
You talked about the sponsorship a while ago, Karen. I think that's so important too because as folks watch this show, and we are so thankful to have such a great audience of folks that tune in with us every day, and that means a lot to us. And this morning, like our broadcast, if you see it out there on social media, please share it. If you're on Facebook right now, many of you are. If you could do us a huge favor People always ask, how can we support what you guys are doing? The easiest way is to hit the like button and the share and just put a comment when you share it. Say, check out this show. That'll help us huge. It brings more exposure to folks like Walker County Federal and all the work that they do. But when you mentioned the sponsors earlier, you're so right. I see y'all's logo on almost everything that goes on in town. And the point I was getting at, if you watch the show every day, you're going to see a lot of our Foundation 5 sponsors that are doing stuff. The Color Bar, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, Tomorrow's Promise. Jason Thompson gets involved where he can. So literally, like, all 5 of our Foundation sponsors are very active in the community. And that's a testament as business owners, and you guys can attest to this, that it is so important if you have a business or an organization that you are active in the community. I talk to so many people all the time that, well, business is slow, right? It is slow. And that happens, and it comes in waves. But my next question is, what are you doing? Are you out in the public? And a lot of people say, well, I don't have time to do that. You can't make time, but you have to schedule time to go do it. Perfect example, when I started my IT company, I thought I had to be there 24/7 to make sure that the doors were always open. Now, we were open from 10 to 7, but I always felt like, and it was just my cousin and I. When my cousin was in school, I'd later find out he'd start leaving high school to come to work. I'm like, dude, it's not that important. Like, stay in school.
Yes,
man.
stay in school.
Yes.
But there came a point to where I realized, like, I have to start doing things in the community to get my name out there. So I just put a simple note on the door, and I would literally write on there, gone to a chamber meeting, we'll be back in an hour. You know what? Not one person got upset about that when they're like, oh, yeah, we came by earlier today. You were gone to a chamber meeting. And they would always say, that's cool. We're glad you're involved in the community. They never got upset about it.
No.
So don't ever feel like you're so busy that you can't be active, because you can find time to be active in the community.
No. And then people know that they can count on you whenever they need something. We were out to dinner on Friday, and we saw Tara. Tara was out with her family, and she stopped, and we just kind of chatted for a bit. They're having the community luncheon on Wednesday, so we were like, yeah, we'll be there, of course. We'd love to come help out. So, people know that they can count on you, and that feels amazing.
Yeah, it's good. Just be out there, make a difference, and everything is good. Clay Talsworth has told me and told us this morning, business is not slow for 0 Degree Candy.
That's good.
So, Clay, did you guys see the episode?
Oh, look, my mom did comment. See, Joy?
Oh, there she is. Hey, Joy.
Hey, Mama.
Joy is right there.
Thank you for being up and watching. Love you.
Joy, check this out. By the way, this is for you this morning, right here. Keyword Joy.
Of the day. Joy, just for you, Mama.
We thought Karen and I, every morning, Karen and I do a brief discussion on what the keyword of the day should be. And I was like, Karen, should we do, like, since it's Christmas, like cheerful or maybe joy? And immediately she goes, Joy. She goes, that's my mama's name. We're going to do Joy. I said, perfect. So there's a double meaning behind it here this morning.
Today is all about you.
Yeah, so that is wonderful. But yeah, so a lot of great things happening. I did want to highlight this morning that big shout out to our good friend over at Jump Around Moonwalks, Chris Brown. He teamed up with many other organizations here in town that helped sponsor this event. But it was the Kidpreneur. Like entrepreneur, but kidpreneur showcase that they had over at the Color Bar parking lot. Over 50 children showed up to that to sell their products and services. Isn't that cool?
What were most of them selling?
I have probably baked goods. I saw a lot of baked goods in there.
Yeah. So. I know somebody that works with us, her daughter was selling books.
Yes.
So I thought that was neat to do books.
Yeah. How cool is that? Can I go back in time and turn 10 years old and go get a booth and sell things?
I know.
That's pretty neat.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
That
they were excited about it, so it was cute.
It was awesome turnout, and Chris had sent some information saying that they raised thousands of dollars for this. Those children raised thousands of dollars. So
that's cool.
Really, really cool event to get children in the community involved. Parents, of course, helped secure the spot for the space, but then it was the kids. They took it over from there, and over 50 of them showed up. Kay Boning is chiming in. She is from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Her and Rick are with us every Wednesday. She said, I spent so much money there.
Oh, good. Thank you, Kay. I know they appreciated that.
Yeah.
So Kay is out there this morning. And, yeah, just a great event. I wish that we could have been here. We had to go back to Georgetown for the weekend. And I say had to. We always enjoy the chance to go back. And I was joking with you, though. You're like, what'd you do this weekend? And, Karen, you said you were relaxed and got a little extra sleep in. I was like, I had to go to Georgetown. You just kind of laughed. I don't say it rudely because I love going to see Bridget's family. I love that 100%. But it's just like every time I go back to my hometown, I love where I grew up. I'm like, it's not the same. I ain't going to complain because I got gas on the way out at Costco. Where I used to live, we didn't have a Costco.
Yeah.
We never had time for that. I drove out. I was like, I'm not complaining because gas was $2.21 in Georgetown. I was like, fill me up, beam me up, Scotty. So
She said something else.
yeah, she was. She was saying, Karen, your mom's
too active.
She said that you were too active, Karen.
Well, I slept all day yesterday, so I got some rest.
Whenever you how do you slow down though? Once you put the pedal to the metal, it's hard to like.
It is.
I was telling you before we went on, Karen, that I'm thankful for the opportunities here in Huntsville. I mean, literally, you could be busy just volunteering here in Huntsville.
Oh yeah,
and I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, we are pretty much every day. There's something happening. So yeah.
I just decided, though, and Bridget was telling me, she's like, you need to slow down a little bit. And so, I mean, that was our main reason for coming back to Fargo, was to be around family. And then all of a sudden I realized that I'm doing this, and, put the kids to sleep. Then I'm laying in bed on the laptop doing more work. And she's like, just slow down. And so that's something that I've learned. And I've learned that it's okay to say no. I've had to say no to 4 or 5 people in the past 2 weeks, not in a negative way. It was just, I knew once you realize your capacity.
Sometimes your calendar just gets overwhelmed. Yeah.
It's like I was talking to my cousin. I haven't seen my cousin in 9 years, and we're super close. But he's never met our children. He's never met. I told Bridget, I was like, man, John's never met my dog Matt, our dog Mac. And
the dog.
Yeah, she goes, what are the dogs? He's never met the children. I love my children. I was
that's too.
I was concerned about Mac.
Yeah, them.
Because I was thinking like Mac, almost 9 years old. He's never met Mac. And my cousin made a good point, though. And he's down in South Texas and loves being around family and helping out. But he's like, I'm just at a point, man, to where my cousin is completely, my cup is completely full. And, when your cup is so full, it's like you can't put anything else in it.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that to my core. I feel that, yes.
Yeah, and sometimes you will stress yourself out.
Yes.
So much because you have taken on so much. Mm-hmm. And there is nothing wrong, friends, nothing wrong at all, especially in Huntsville, if you tell folks no once in a while. People will still embrace you. They're still going to come back at you next time and ask again. So don't worry. You're not going to be left out in the cold. And, I'm one of those people, too, that if you tell somebody no and then they just, I'm never calling him again, it's like I don't want to help that person anyways, because that's just not – I don't expect – when let's say I ask you to help me with something, Karen, and you say, hey, I'd love to, Rob, but I can't. I'm busy. That doesn't mean that in my mind and my heart that I'm never going to ask you again. I'm going to respect you because I know that you're busy. I'm like, well, thank you.
But knowing me, I'm going to say, sure. What time you need me there?
Hey, Karen, by the way, Bridget and I need some help. Friday, Saturday, can you come help us? Sure.
Am I babysitting or what am I doing?
Whatever we can you do it. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Bridget said, we are tired. She's 100% right. She said, we are tired. We went to Georgetown. She said, we're tired because Braylon doesn't sleep well without her crib. She wakes up the entire house.
Yeah.
So when we travel, it's very tough with Braylon because she will not sleep by herself when we travel. And I know parents out there, the judgmental sirens already go, whoop, whoop. I can already tell you're judging. Well, all you got to do is put her down and let her cry it out. Doesn't work with her. Trust me, we've tried it. We know children now. It does not work with her. She will cry it out for 5 hours and still be crying. I've never let her cry for 5 hours, by the way. But she just won't. So what do we have to do? And this is the thing, Bridget's parents' house, there's other people that stay there, obviously, when we go into town, because her brothers and sisters come into town. She'll wake up the entire house at like 2. And if you barely move at night, she has to sleep next to you when we travel. If you barely move, she gets angry. She's like, and starts crying. And so, yeah, it's not good.
Like, be still. Trying to sleep here.
Golly, I was feeling all good and inspired, and then I started bringing up those memories. And anyways, just kidding. Well, hey, we're going to step aside. We're going to take another break. Thanks some more of our sponsors. We'll get to comments when we come back. We'll also talk about what is it the national day of today. Kind of a sad one, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not happy about today.
Not happy about one of them today. Even though I like the product when it's a little bit later on, let's put it that way. We'll give you a teaser. I like the product when it's a little bit later on.
I love it later on.
But not early. No. Kind of broke my heart. That's what it's National Day of. Some corporation out there.
It's a day of heartbreak for us.
Who makes that product, by the way? Do you know any I'm not trying to give away what it is, but who makes that particular product?
I don't know.
A lot.
I know of
companies.
Like Butterball makes the product for another type of product.
Yeah.
But I don't know who it is for this product. Do you care?
No.
No.
Never thought about that before.
No, because there's like Tyson for.
Does Tyson make this particular type of product?
so.
I don't think so.
Well, we're going to talk about it. We've given you plenty of teasers to lead you in. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. We're also going to talk about trivia when we come back. That's happening tomorrow or tonight as well. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. Keyword again is joy, along with your name, on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. A little $20 to bring you joy this morning. All you got to do is text that in to 936-339-0139. We'll step aside, take a break. More to come here on your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville. We'll close it out, too, on the next segment as well. Stay with us.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success, too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are. Third location on Veterans Memorial, coming soon. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Ho, ho, ho! This is Catherine James wishing a very Merry Christmas to all of the court-appointed special advocates in Walker, San Jacinto, and Trinity counties. Thank you for all you do. We love and appreciate you. Happy holidays.
Email your greeting to victory@spiritradio.fm.
right, friends, welcome at it here, 8:02. Good news is if you have not made it to work, you don't have to go to work anymore. You don't have to ever go to work again. You may not have a place to live, or you won't be able to pay the light bill. But if you were supposed to be at work at 8 o'clock today,
You're late.
More than likely, they're just going to tell you to go home. Don't come back.
That reminds me, where did our normal drive-by friend go?
I don't know. I'm just so upset about that. National Day of, real quick. We're back here, Walker County Federal Credit Union, helping to make it happen on a marvelous, magnificent non-mimosa Monday.
Again, a non-mimosa Monday. Somebody take the hint, please.
Let's start with some positive National Day of first before we go to the bad stuff.
Trivia.
Positive National Day.
Trivia. Monday night. Trivia.
Trivia Monday night. Yeah, start with that, Karen. What's going on tonight?
Yes, 6 o'clock we start trivia at Rodeo Bar and Grill. For those of you that haven't joined us, if you decide to make an appearance, please try to get there a little bit early because it does get pretty crowded. But we hope to see you there at 6 o'clock at Rodeo.
It's our last one of 2023.
Yes, this is our last one of 2023. That's right. So we're going to go out with a bang. So please come join us.
Is there going to be like a special trivia tonight, like a special Christmassy?
Every Monday at trivia is special.
Man, I was disappointed. I was so disappointed. Well, it's always special at trivia. I was disappointed. I just saw a lady pull in right in front of our studio here, Elliot's Jewelry Studio, and this car drove out. There's a very sweet-looking lady in there, and I was like, maybe she's a listener. She reached behind her seat, got a bag out.
Oh.
A gift bag. I started getting real excited.
But it wasn't for us, apparently.
Nope. She got out and just took off across the street.
Just walked right by.
So we're going to have a special provision that you can't park there unless you bring us a gift.
Right.
Let's start out with the positive news today. Buddy the Elf Day today. It's National Answer the Telephone Like Buddy the Elf. You ever seen the movie?
Yeah.
Will Ferrell?
What do we say then?
So here, let's see what it is. Answer the Telephone Like Buddy the Elf Day, December the 18th, encourages everyone to add some elf behavior to their day. Denise already has a little elf behavior with that hat on this morning. Buddy the Elf was played by Will Ferrell. The movie, 2003, 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I love that movie, by the way. It's one of my favorites.
Now I feel really old.
I know.
Answer the phone like Buddy the Elf. Not only surprises, we're gonna call somebody in a minute, and we're gonna talk to him like Buddy the Elf. Then it brightens their day. As your day goes along, it will most certainly brighten yours. Okay, so how do you do it? Okay, here it is. Simply answer the phone and say, let's say Denise, you're answering the phone.
Okay.
So you'd say, Denise the Elf here.
Uh-huh.
So go ahead and just repeat this. Ready? Hello.
Hello.
And you say, Denise the Elf here. So I'm calling you. Hello.
Hello. Denise the Elf here.
What? And then you say, what's your favorite color?
Our members would go, I'm sorry, I guess I got the wrong number.
They'd be calling back all day.
So that's how you answer it. You say, hi, Karen the Elf here. What's your favorite color?
Hi, Karen the Elf here. What's your favorite color?
We're going to do that today when we call our...
And then what do they say? What do we say if they say blue?
I guess that's it. It says you...
I thought that was a punchline or something.
I guess they're still trying to make money off royalties from the movie. So, okay.
Here's some quotes.
Here's some jokes. What kind of music do elves like best, Karen? What kind of music do they like best?
Rock and roll.
Rap music. WRAP.
Oh,
rap
please.
music. What do you call an elf who wins the lottery?
A rich elf.
Wealthy.
Wealthy.
What's the first thing elf children learn in school?
The alphabet.
The alphabet is correct. The alphabet. What kind of photos do elves like taking?
Elfies.
There you go. Oh, wow. This is...
Okay, let's move along.
Okay, so answer the phone. Hi, Rob the Elf here. What's your favorite color? That's how we're going to call somebody today when they win. It's National Twin Day today. National Twin Day today.
Awesome. I know some twins.
So congratulations to all of the twins out there. My favorite twins growing up, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Yep.
Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Full House. I loved that show.
I did not like it when baby Michelle was on the show, though. When there was little tiny Michelle. Mm-hmm. I liked it like when she was a little bit older.
Yeah.
Whenever she could actually interact with the show. So I used to get so mad when I was a child. I'd be like, turn it off, Baby Michelle's on. And I'd get mad and turn the channel. Here's some twin FAQs here. What's the difference between identical and fraternal twins? The difference between identical and fraternal. These aren't jokes. I think these are legitimate.
I don't know.
Like one is they're in the same whatever.
Well, I'll take whatever is fertilized egg. So
Yes, that. And then the fraternal are two separate ones.
there you go. I'll take whatever is the so that we know what you were talking about. I was picking it up. Identical twins develop from a single fertilized egg, while fraternal twins develop from two separate eggs. Fertilizing. How many sets of twins are born each year? This is a good one.
Ooh.
Take a guess. Meander on that one for a minute. How many?
Like in the world?
In the world.
Oh, wow.
How many? Well,
I couldn't even venture a guess on that.
3.4% of the population.
Oh, wow.
So we can say out of every 100, 3.4 are twins. So I don't know where they get like the 0.4, like part of a twin. 3.4 out of 100. So 3.4 out of 100. I would much rather have a number, though.
Yeah.
I don't like how it just gives you a percentage.
Yeah. 3%. That's pretty high.
Good trivia question.
It is. Is it possible for twins to have different birthdays?
Yes.
Because one could be born like before midnight and the other one right after midnight.
11:59. The next one, 12:05.
Could be.
35. Mm-hmm. Yes, the most common reason is due to midnight. However, sometimes, check this out, twins are born days, weeks, or months apart.
Oh, my goodness.
I've heard
That
of this
poor mama.
Being in labor for.
One reason is that it may be due to multiple births being high risk. While one twin is delivered early, the other remains in the womb for the rest of the gestation or as long as possible. I heard about this one time, that there was twins that were 3 months apart.
Oh, wow. That poor mama.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
December 18th is National Twins Day. And now, uncharacteristic of our show, it is the National Day of something kind of sad. We looked at this one and didn't realize what it was. So cute on the screen. By the way, you know what? I'm just going to show this.
He's even smiling.
Oh, I'm going to show this here real quick. Just so if you're on the Spirit Radio FM app this morning, which you're not because I forgot to turn it on. Sorry about that. That's probably why so many people are on social. Made a mistake today. Forgot to turn on. Look how cute this little guy is right here. Can you see that guy?
Very cute.
So do you have any idea what today is the National Day of?
Smile on his face and everything.
You'd probably say like it's National Pig Roasting Day. Well, not quite. Friends, to bring the bad news today, we didn't know what this meant until we researched it. It's National Roast Suckling Pig Day. These poor little pigs. I'm about to cry.
I know. That just sounds pitiful, too.
Who would honor this day?
Roast suckling pig day. That does not sound good.
When I heard the word suckling, I thought of a baby.
Yeah.
Well, it is true.
You thought correctly.
It is a baby.
A suckling pig is between the ages of 2 to 6 weeks, which is still fed by its mother's milk. This is tearing me up. Denise is crying. The pig is roasted whole until the skin is crisp. Poor little pigs.
It can't even have any fat on it by then. It's too little.
The meat is tender and succulent.
Ooh.
I'm not going to observe National Roast Suckling Pig
No, we're not
Day.
observing that.
Yeah. Robin knew. She said baby pig roast. Do any of you eat this? Please.
Tell me now, so we can not
Please
be
say
friends.
I like a good ham.
Just say no.
Oh, I love ham, bacon.
Just say
pork
no to
chops,
suckling
all of it.
piglets.
Yeah, just say no. Nancy Reagan said it best in the 80s. It wasn't the just say no to drugs campaign only. It was just say no to roast suckling pigs.
Pigs. Yeah.
Right.
Don't do it.
Goodness.
Just don't do it.
No.
That is, Bridget said no. Clay said nope. Don't do it.
No.
Somebody has to be out of their mind to do that. Rick Boning, in all of his glorious humor, said he eats baby carrots.
I do like baby carrots too, but no baby pigs.
Carolyn Gibson also said no this morning, so we know. Let's head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. We got a winner today. Denise, you want to say it like the elf? Hi, this is Denise the elf. What color are you? What's your favorite color? All right, here we go. Karen, we're going to sneak in over here.
Hello, hello.
Good morning. This is Denise the elf. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Blue? I like blue too. That's a good color.
All right. Have a great day.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, all right. Thanks,
Just
guys.
checking.
Who is this today? Who are we on the phone with?
This is Chris Brown.
What? Chris Brown? Chris? I had no idea it was you. I thought it was somebody else, to be honest. But the randomizer selected you. Full transparency. It's right there on the screen. So congratulations, Chris. You are. See, there it is. Yeah. Karen can vouch for me. You are the winner today.
You want to hear something funny? Is I was watching the show and I'm getting a call. I'm like, why is somebody calling me right now? I'm trying to watch this show. And then it made me take a second to realize, oh, wait.
Well, hey, since we got you on the phone, I heard and saw, some information that you'd sent out that the Kidpreneur Fair went really, really well. Can you give us a little insight about how the day went?
It turned out absolutely perfect. I think you already mentioned there. Yeah, there was like 35 booths with a total of 50 children. I almost ran out of space in the parking lot of like the parameters of how I was trying to set it up, but it ended up being great. All of the kids did well. Only a few of them kind of told me what they made, but there were some that made anywhere from like $150 to $200.
Wow,
nice.
On their booth, and I mean it was a lot of fun. And if anybody gets a chance to check out the cool video that we made, it's definitely a happy moment and a tearjerker at the same time.
Yeah, well, it's great.
Where can we watch the video?
Yeah, Karen was asking where can we watch the video at?
I've posted it.
We've shared it too.
Main two places you can see it is either on my Jump Around Moonwalks page or my personal page at Chris Brown. I think I posted it on the Good, Bad, and Ugly yesterday, and a couple other group pages.
Okay.
Perfect. You can also follow Hello Huntsville, and we shared it there, Chris.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Hello Huntsville shared it, and I appreciate the support so much, Rob.
Oh, you bet. I know a lot of folks in the community. Tomorrow's Promise, I got to be careful because I don't want to leave out anyone, but I know Tomorrow's Promise, the Color Bar, you had other sponsors kind of help with this as well.
Yes, the Color Bar, Justin, he's always a huge, huge supporter of my family and the things we got going on, and so many others in the community. Rick and Kay at Tomorrow's Promise, and Clay Tosworth was also a sponsor. He sponsored some free booths for kids, and so definitely can count on these local businesses to show up for their community.
Did Clay wear the dinosaur outfit by any chance? Dinosaur costume?
No, I am so upset about that. But he did make my daughter cry.
Which it sounds like you're happy about that.
No, he did make my daughter cry. I think he bought he wanted to buy $20 or $30 worth of her product, which were like little charcuterie board snacks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But he only wanted to eat a few of them. The rest of them, he told her to go donate it or give it for free out to the rest of the kids or people at the festival. She thought that he was trying to make her give her stuff out for free. Aww. She didn't understand the concept of what he was trying to do. And then at some point, she thought that he was only buying this so that he could go freeze dry it all and make more money, and she was upset about that.
But Chris, before we let you go, what was the idea, maybe the inspiration or the aha moment that you decided that you should have this? Who kind of had the idea and put it together?
I will be honest, a friend of mine named Lauren Costello, Facebook friend, she sent me the video through TikTok of somebody else doing this, and she was like, I could see you doing this. I'm like, okay, so let's do it. And so that's where it came from. And I was like, I don't think anybody in Huntsville has done this before. So I think it would be so cool to see if it works for our community. And boy, it went above expectations. So we can't wait for the next one.
That's great. Do you have kind of an estimate? I know it's hard because obviously you're not counting people that are coming in, but how many folks would you estimate that came out to that, as far as the public?
Yeah, that one was kind of hard to judge. Usually, like on our Sunday Fun Days, I can judge participation by our wristband sales for kids and kind of guesstimate like how many parents per kid that participated, and then basically just round it up because there's not every kid participates in that. But I would say in this one, throughout the day, there was a lot of participation. I'd say at least 1,000, 1,500 or so throughout the whole day.
That's great.
So,
well, awesome.
I just want to tell all the Huntsville community that we definitely appreciate it.
Well, Chris, we'll text us back on that same line that you texted us. Text us your Venmo or your Cash App. We'll send $20 to you. And we want to thank you for all that you do in the community, man. Thanks so much, my friend.
Well, I appreciate it. And I want to just go ahead and push that Cash App or Venmo link towards Lasso Your Imagination, which was the charity that we used for this event. So I just want to donate that $20 to that organization.
Man. Well, that's $60 in the last 2 weeks that have went over to Tomorrow's Promise,
that's
501c3.
awesome.
Yeah. Well, Karen will close it out with you, Chris. She always has our best question for our guests.
Hey, Chris, tell us today what you're thankful for.
To be honest, I'm going to be thankful, and this is going to sound cliche, but I'm going to be thankful for Rob and everything that he does on this show and for our community. I know Rob doesn't get too many shout-outs because he's always shouting other people out, but I want to tell you thank you, Rob, for always supporting everybody in your community, all the good things that you do to bring awareness to many nonprofit organizations and also profitable businesses, because we all know in today's economy we need all that we can get. So thank you, Rob, for everything that you do.
Man, I appreciate that, Chris. And I'll still the joy and pass it on to Walker County Federal for being here with me on Monday. We couldn't do it without them. So, Chris, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
All right. Love y'all.
All righty, you too,
Bye,
buddy.
Chris.
Have a blessed day, man. Bye-bye. All right, there he was, Karen. The winner today was none other than Chris Brown. He'll get the money. So y'all got to get to work, Karen.
My mama's.
You got to get.
She goes, Pappy was an identical twin. Pappy was her daddy, my
Look,
grandpa.
I'm going to hold this for. No, look, check. No, I'm doing this on purpose because you get to see. I'm going to be your microphone holder. Doesn't that feel better?
Yes.
That thing's kind of heavy. Do you ever like have carpal tunnel? Do you ever have carpal tunnel after the show?
We're off when we hang up.
Man, look, feel that thing, Denise. That is not your.
Oh, it is.
It's heavy.
That's not your grandmama's microphone. That's a Sennheiser.
You're building some muscle every
Yeah.
Monday.
And I failed to mention that my granddad on my mom's side was an identical twin.
I did not. Okay, we did not know that. All right.
And I forgot. So thank you, Mama, for reminding me that.
Well, y'all got to get to work. I got to get this day going. Before we go, let's give a quick shout out. I did want to get the folks who signed in. A big thanks to Jamie Salas. She's over at Osprey Storage. She's doing a lot in the community as well. They have reached out. I did want to mention this, and thank you so much for messaging us, Jamie. And she said that they may have found some help, but we are working on supporting some families along with the Color Bar and Jump Around Moonwalks. But Jamie had sent me this that said, if anyone can help, and she said they may have some help here through a local nonprofit, but someone had messaged her. She is reaching out to help folks this holiday season as well for a blessing box. She said this person had messaged in saying, I have a 17-month-old girl, a 4-year-old boy, a 6-year-old girl, and a 9-year-old boy, so 4 children. They were looking for like Roblox, Paw Patrol, Barbie, Pokemon, science experiment things, sensory toys. None of the children have allergies. They live here in Huntsville. Got out of the Army last year, but unfortunately the mother and father had divorced, and things have been tough for the mom, driving back and forth to Florida to see her children and thinking it would give her just a great opportunity for holiday cheer. She said, my oldest really wants an old GameCube to play the old Luigi Mansion game. So that's kind of cool. But if anybody would like to help support this family, please comment or send us a message here. And we have told Jamie that we're going to find a way to support here through Hello Huntsville. And there's more opportunities, more families in the community as well. But if you'd like to be a part of any of these families, especially the one that Jamie from Osprey Storage sent in, please let us know. And we'd love to help support them today. Kyle Kreiner saying "Morning" to everybody. Jump around Moonwalk. Yeah, morning. Chris Brown was saying good morning. Carolyn Gibson. Our friend Jerica all the way from Fargo, North Dakota, cheering on. The Bison, by the way, lost. They are out of the national championship contention. I was looking forward to it. I was going to go to Frisco to the national championship, but they didn't make it this year. Santa Saucier joining us this morning. Clay Talsworth back in the house. There's so many others. I apologize we didn't get to all of you today, but we appreciate it. Your mama said she got up early today to watch.
Yay. Thank you, Mom. Every Monday except next Monday.
And by the way, awesome. Tara Burnett just sent a message. This is great. This is what I love about getting the word out. Tara Burnett just sent a message and said, that family that I just read, she said, we have that family covered. How about that?
Oh, that's awesome.
The American Legion is helping them. We worked that one out last night. So, boy, I love that. That is so great. And thank you, Tara, and the American Legion and all that you guys do. So that family's taken care of. I know that there's 49 other families throughout the community that Justin has provided a list to us. If you'd like to be a part of that, let us know, and we'll find a way to bless those families through Justin and Chris and what they're doing as well. So.
Awesome.
All right, that'll wrap it up. We'll see you tonight at Rodeo. Is it Rodeo or Rodeo?
Rodeo.
How many people say Rodeo?
None of them that go to rodeo.
I think that's it.
Only in California, maybe.
I think that's if they're on the West Coast. Yeah, Rodeo. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a rodeo of a day. And remember, get out there, make a difference today. As I end every broadcast, I want to remind you in all seriousness, I know we have fun, but there's serious moments that we truly are not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We all need each other. Please today provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support, because I guarantee somebody out there in this community needs you. We love you, Huntsville. We'll be back at it bright and early tomorrow morning. Join us at 6:15, Karen. We'll see you here.
Woo!
She's like, nope.
Love y'all too, but won't be joining.
We will see y'all in 2024. We're not going to see
we'll be back in 2024.
We're not y'all for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So everybody we'll see you next year.
We've got the 2 holidays on Monday,
yes.
so we're not going to see you for 2 weeks.
Hey, y'all get out of here. I'll see you next year.
All right. Sounds good.
See you later, Huntsville. Have a great day,
Bye.
everyone.